Okay, TCU TV, the Come Up TV, the Come Up BMX. We got Fernando Laczko in here with my co-host Sauce to my left. What's going on, Fernando?
What's up? Just chilling out here in California.
You happy to be out here?
Sauce the boss and the whole common crew.
Yeah. So hey, is this your first time in America?
No, it's a third time, but first time to California.
Okay. Where are the other trips? Chicago?
No, I've been to Arizona with the United crew.
Okay.
Like almost 2 years ago, I think. And then I've been to New York with Above Below thing. You were there.
Right, yeah, okay, that thing too. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So,
but it's like so different to here.
Right, New York and Arizona are both. Yeah, so what's your impression? You've been staying out in Huntington Beach with Sauce.
It's pretty fucking nice. I don't know. It's just, it's so different to Europe, but at the same time, like BMX riders, it's all the same vibe.
Right.
You know? And yeah, the first days, it's always like I'm kind of shy. You know, I don't speak that good English, but I feel like I'm getting into the crew and like I feel really good with them.
Yeah.
I like to fuck with them.
You get along
How they
perfect.
say.
Yeah, how's he fit in with the common crew in your opinion?
Fits in perfect. I've had a lot of people stay with me over the last probably year or two, and they all never fail to fit in perfectly. It's just at BMX, like, I don't know. You know how it is.
You know how to pick them off
Yeah.
of Twitter, Instagram, or wherever you're
Yeah.
finding the dudes that you have come stay with on your couch.
I'd be snagging them off Instagram, yeah. Some call me a scout.
It's like meeting girls on Tinder or something, but you're meeting dudes to film on the internet. Yeah.
I'm looking at bar smiths, not tits.
Yeah, hey, if you're out there and if you can do like a crank arm bar on a rail, then Sauce will let you sleep on his couch for 3
Hit 'em
weeks.
up.
True. You have to sign it too. I've just been having everybody sign it now.
But like
Yeah,
I've
it's got
never
a fat list.
like never spoke to him before and anything, so just like I wrote you about staying at your place. You were
Right.
kind of like busy or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like couple days like, should I write this guy or not? And then like one day drunk, I just say like fuck it, I'm gonna write it.
Right.
And yeah, it works out.
We probably exchanged like less than 10 messages before I picked him up from the airport. Same thing with Chase Kurlecki, like
Yeah.
less than 5 probably.
So you didn't know Chase that well before you did that interview with him recently?
Not at all.
Okay,
Like,
interesting.
I DM'd him probably 4 or 5 times, and his ticket was bought. His first plane ticket ever. Came to California. 3 weeks later, we had a video.
Welcome to the game. That's
And
the
then
beautiful
Rake-
thing about BMX.
Yeah, Rakis is coming back June 10th through July 10th. Staying with
Oh, a whole month.
a
Okay.
whole month, staying with me for 3 weeks, and then staying with G Reynolds for a week. So I've heard,
Wow.
because you know he's got
That's very exciting.
the Fiend hook now.
Oh, yeah, he's on the Fiend team and the Animal team. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So, Fernando, where are you from? Because you have a confusing ethnicity. People think that you're from Germany. People think you're from Barcelona. Give us the real scoop.
Yeah, because I've like, so the thing is, I've been born in Germany, and when I was 10 years old, my mom decided to just move to Spain for some reason. Like, seems like she didn't really like Germany to live there, and she always was a fan like of the south, of like warm weather and shit.
Uh-huh.
So we just moved there and fucking. So I started saying I'm from Spain.
Right.
And now, as I'm living back in Germany, I start saying that I'm from Germany, and
Right.
that kind of confused the people. And also, like, obviously saying I'm from Spain, and then they like hear me speaking to my mom in German or whatever. It's like, what the fuck is this
It's confusing.
guy about?
People hate complicated ideas.
Yeah.
They can't handle that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even know like what I feel like, if I feel more German or Spain, as I've been pretty much growing up like in Spain.
Right.
Because like the most part you remember is from like, I don't know, like 4 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember a lot more stuff from Spain than from Germany.
So give us the comparison though. Living in Germany, what part are you from?
Like 30 kilometers. I don't know how much miles that is, but like next to Frankfurt.
Okay, so right outside Frankfurt. So give us the comparison though. Like, what's it like versus
Dude, it's so different.
Germany's
Like,
very rigid. Barcelona, or is that where you moved in Spain? Is Barcelona?
no, it's Malaga. It's
Oh,
like
right,
the
right,
completely
right.
opposite. It's also like really different, Barcelona to
Is it-
Malaga, because it's like Andalusia it's called, and it's like a different vibe. The other one is like Catalonia, and it's very different. It's more like a little bit more going in the way to Germany, like
Okay.
will
Same,
like,
same
stay.
city as Ruben.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ruben is the famous BMX rider from Malaga. But so is Malaga, how would you compare it to Barcelona? Because, like, I've been to Barcelona, and mostly what I remember it as is it's the most crazy, chill, laid-back place you ever been.
It's similar, but it's like just smaller. So it doesn't have that much spots, but it's all like closer. You can probably like hit all the spots in like 1 or 2 weeks.
Right.
And like then you can get the train a little bit outside, but like you can pedal around really easy, and it's just like I feel like easier to go on a trip on.
Right.
Like without a guide that shows you the
It would be
spots.
easier to just pedal
Yeah.
around, yeah?
And it's not that stressful because it's not that much traffic and shit. So to live, I really prefer more Malaga because it's
Okay.
all like smaller. You can go to the beach with a bike. Wherever you're in Malaga, you can go to the beach in like 15 minutes by bike.
Did
You
you
have the party scene there.
did you recognize that right when you moved, or were you missing Germany really hard when you were a kid and you made this
Oh,
move?
no.
Because this is before you even rode BMX, probably, right?
No, I kind of started in Germany.
Okay.
Then I moved, like I was riding the skate park and shit, and I moved back. I moved to Spain. Started just skating because I had like my bike and a skateboard, and I didn't build up my bike, and I was just skating. And then I got into school, and started to like hang out with all those gypsies from my neighborhood.
Gypsies.
Yeah,
So that you
because-
mean just like people getting in trouble, like crazy people?
Not like crazy people, but like obviously my neighborhood wasn't like the nicest one.
Right.
Just like straight into fucking not the worst part, but like even also not like the rich part of Spain, so or from Malaga. So I just started like fucking playing soccer with them, doing bullshit or whatever. And my mom she got me into BMX almost. Like,
How so? What did you do to get into it?
just like I don't know. I don't remember, but she like showed me what BMX is. So I got my first bike. After a while, like first time I went to like get a bike with my father, and he had no idea. So we got a mountain bike, and my mom was like, "What the fuck is this?" And so then I got my first BMX bike, started riding. We moved to Spain, and kind of like just playing soccer, riding a little bit. And my mom still like bring me to the skate park, and at some point I just started like loving it, and so I met like Ruben and shit. And
So what was the first time you met Ruben? Did you know who he was, or was he just some guy to you?
I remember seeing him in a magazine, and he was doing like it was a fence and like a gap ledge, and I was like, that's not possible, that's Photoshop.
Yeah.
And then I see that guy in like a random mini ramp and whatever. I'm like, dude, that's a guy.
Yeah.
But he was on a lot of trips back then,
Yeah.
so I didn't meet him like after a couple of years
Right.
being in Spain.
So you met him like later on. Did he like was he the one who sort of recognized your talent at a young age, and he sort of helped you out with like getting somewhere in BMX?
I guess, yeah. Like, I was riding the Harvard 16-inch bike
Right.
back then, and he and the OG Flybikes crew like got me my first 20-inch bike, and I couldn't even do a 180 with it because
Right.
it was too heavy for me. So like he brought me to the trails, and I started just riding trails with him. And I used to like ride trails with him until like, I used to come back from school at like 3 p.m. I didn't even had lunch. My mom just did me like a sandwich, and I went straight with him to the trails. And at 6 o'clock, he like left back home, and I went to ride street and just like tried to manual and tried to 180 bunny up because I wasn't able to do it.
Okay.
And that's how like
You kind of learned how to ride in general. Was like you had
having
multiple
like
influences.
getting more control of the bike, and that like starting from trails and then like more street.
Right.
Did he ultimately end up getting you on Fly though? Or what
He definitely helped me. Like I remember I was riding that like frame he gave me, and so I broke that frame, and they said, yeah, we're gonna fix that frame and give it back to you. And So one day I had to go with all my parts to trails outside of Malaga to get that frame back, and it ended up being a new Flybikes frame.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got on Fly
That was,
at what age?
I think I was like 14
So how old are
or
you
like
now?
13. I'm 21.
21 now.
Yeah,
Okay.
just turned 21.
Nice. That's funny because I thought you were younger. Because I guess when I was going on those trips with you, you were like 18, 19.
19.
Isn't that weird to think that was 2 years ago? That filming for
Yeah.
Above Below and shit.
I feel like it's like not that much ago.
Yeah, it's
Not
like
that long.
yeah. I talk about it like it was the other day. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
So
And it's so sad it finished too. Like,
yeah,
it was a good time
It was a good
for me.
Projects are always like that. It's always like kind of things change afterwards. Because after all those monster trips was when I was kind of like, you know what, maybe I'm gonna chill on traveling and start focusing on doing the podcast and stuff like that. You know, just because you always kind of I don't know. It's the DVD
Yeah,
thing.
and it was also like the first year for me to like really traveling.
Right.
Like, once in a month, pretty much, and then that finished after premiere. I'm like, dude, what's gonna come on now?
Yeah.
And then like somehow it keeps going, but like
Yeah.
just in that moment, you're like, dude, what I'm gonna do with my life now?
Yeah. Hey, how have you seen BMX change in Spain? Has there been like a transition of style, like in Spain itself, or?
I feel like, I guess it's all about the money. That like Spain, the progression of Spain is really slow.
What do you mean by that? Like the economy being fucked up?
Yeah, the economy in Spain is fucked up. I don't know if you guys know that, but in Europe, you know, like Spain is one after Greece is one like the most fucked up.
Yeah.
And so that affects in BMX and like just like not having contests or not having a film like I have guys with cameras in my town, but obviously like the shop is not gonna pay the filmer because they don't have money, or the shop can't get enough stuff because they don't have money or whatever. So like the progression is really slow, and I feel like it's really hard also to like Spain riders get out of Spain. Yeah.
Just because like there's not that many opportunities these days, it's tough, right?
Yeah, it depends all on the fucking money, I think.
Right.
Like if shops have money to throw fucking events, and shops have money to get riders and show the brands those riders, it's all like gets so much better. So it's like there is a progression, but it's really slow.
But do you think that is there still a big scene in your area, or has the scene been hurt from the lack of support? You feel?
I don't know. Like I feel the whole time that's like also like one of the reasons I decided to move to Germany, because obviously our economy was also shit.
Okay.
Like,
So it was that bad that you felt the need to go back to Germany, even though you kind of preferred Spain.
Yeah, like we pretty much moved there because of money, and then like I feel like it's gonna be good for me to move to Germany, because I feel like in Malaga like the scene was always like people going up, stop riding, and then I was always riding with the new guys, which is cool, but like obviously for me it's gonna be good to be riding with guys like fucking Bruno Hoffmann and Daniel Tünte, Moritz Nussbaum or whatever. So it was depending on money, and then for me it was gonna be good for riding.
Right.
And I feel like right the moment after I moved to Germany, I just like did a little step more.
Did your parents move with you, or was this like a solo move?
To Germany.
Back to Germany, yeah.
No, with my mom and my brother too. Like my father was all the time living in Germany.
What? So you moved to Spain, just you for a while?
No, just me and my brother and my mom.
Okay, yeah,
For
and
10 years.
then you guys moved back to Spain together.
Exactly.
All right, interesting. Have you always learned English in school, or was it a more of a recent development?
Definitely not. Like, obviously I've learned some stuff in school, but like, I was just riding BMX and fucking in love with it, so I keep no attention to school. And the first time I like realized I have to learn English for ride BMX was when the United crew came to Malaga.
Right.
And like I was being the guide of them, being like 14 or not more than 15, and I couldn't barely speak English, and I was the guide to like go in the car and like I had to say them what exit they have to take out to go
Right.
to the skate park or whatever. So I was like, Mom, how am I gonna do this? Blah blah. And she like, yo, get this dictionary and fucking study.
Yeah,
Start
yeah.
studying, and that's the moment I realized I have to learn English, and I liked it too. So I just landed on like trips and speaking to people who came to Malaga, because back in the day, more people used to come to Malaga than now, probably.
I feel like learning English, if you're a European person, probably, or a person in Europe who doesn't speak English, I mean, it opens a lot of doors for you, because it's like you're only going to be able to go on so many trips with different companies and stuff. Like a company might want to sponsor you more if they could actually talk to you, or like coming to stay with a person like Sauce. And I mean, it would be tough if you didn't speak any English.
Yeah.
I honestly had no idea. The day before he came, my dad was like, does this dude speak English? And I was like, fuck if I know, we'll find out. And I picked him up from the airport, and he said, what's up in English? So I was like, all right, this will probably work. That's like literally when
But like 2 years ago when I went on those trips with him, his English was a lot worse. Like he didn't really talk too much back then. That's why when you were like, you want to do the podcast with him, I was like, you sure he's going to be okay with the talk? I mean, you're fine, but
No, yeah.
But like,
a few years ago it might have been
Since
tough.
I've known you for the last 2 weeks or whatever the fuck it's been.
Yeah, he talks normally.
Yeah, he
Once in a
talks
while, he
normal.
might say, "How do you say?"
yeah, but I probably say it more than once on this one too.
Yeah. Also,
I like that.
Wait, were you cruising around in a van with a dictionary, like with the squad?
Yeah. Well, I had it in my bag. I didn't have to use it because I learned like the classic one, like take this exit, turn left, turn right.
The basic terms,
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot do that
But
to save my life.
I had to be like the night before I was fucking struggling
Right.
with the dictionary.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'd study at night before?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I did.
See, I've been to all these countries. I never learned one word.
Exactly.
Never
I'm the
even tried.
same
Never even thought
exact
about
way.
it. That's so
Same
American of us.
exact way. Yeah, like Barcelona and China both, like Denim or somebody would be out there like trying to fucking memorize all these words, and it doesn't even cross my
Yeah.
mind to like try to learn one.
It's
Well,
kind of
I'm
like I
gonna leave in
know
2
if I
weeks.
try, it won't work.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna leave in 2 weeks. Like
Yeah,
I'll get
yeah.
by for the
Well,
fucking time.
I'm not trying, definitely not trying to learn fucking Japanese when I'm here
Right, yeah.
there. But
Yeah.
like when I went to France and shit, I feel like, dude, it would be great to fucking talk to this person in French. So I try to like, if I get a fucking sandwich, try to speak in French a little bit or whatever.
Do you find it like as a personal challenge? Like, is it something you just want to know just to know? Because you speak a bunch of languages, though. Spanish, German, and now English.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
I think in Europe,
I
like
think I'd-
living in Europe though, like
It's a little
it's
bit more
a little
common.
bit
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
more like necessary.
But still, like, you guys should speak a little bit of Spanish.
You see how close we are?
So,
It's like an hour and a half away, and we don't know a damn word of
and
it.
it's fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
It's in Spanish.
It would be-
Fucking
I
all the
wish.
Mexican places and stuff. And
Somebody's like, "Hola," I'm like, "Hey, I don't speak, no comprendes, bro. I don't know."
we were driving down the street today, and he was like, "Every sign is in Spanish. Where are we?"
yeah, it's fifth.
Low
we
Mexico.
went into the fucking alley and
East
there were
LA.
like 3 or 4 stores just
Right.
straight Spanish.
But we don't go to
Nothing-
those stores because the
No,
signs
no,
are in Spanish.
I wouldn't either. But
We got
But we also know the words quesadilla.
we got options around here.
quesadilla.
I know that word, quesadilla. I know what that is. It's a tortilla. They fold it over. There's a bunch of shit in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes good.
It tastes good. That's all you need
Good
to know.
price, probably. Yeah.
All right, German food versus Spanish food.
Oh, Spanish food.
Easy? Okay.
Yeah, it's so easy.
All
like,
right.
This will only eat spaghetti.
German food does suck. Yeah, that's a good point.
He
It's-
literally only eats spaghetti.
I don't feel like they have anything like proper German food.
Right.
Not trying to give shit to Germany, but they have the sausage and beer.
Sausage and beer. You
I
know
guess
what-
there is some more I'm forgetting, but I don't usually go to restaurant. I eat my mom's food.
It seems like people in Spain really like eating and they want exciting, fun foods, and people in Germany are just kind of like, let's just get this out of the way. Let's eat this sausage and drink this beer, and then we're done. That's it.
Yeah, like
There's a lot of German people who are going to be offended by this characterization, but
We just balled out at Cheesecake
sorry.
Factory before this.
did you?
Yeah, we spent like $26 each, and he fucking ate the bread and
yo,
bread.
didn't even get a
just
drink.
fact, I'm not down to pay that much money. Probably.
Yeah.
Like, I would need to have a lot of money to spend that much money.
Yeah.
What-
I'm just used to not have money and eat my mom's food, and so I just like made me some spaghetti and took it to the session today.
Right.
I feel that, but like once you start spending more than $10 on
Oh, yeah.
meals, your life
Yeah.
dramatically changes for the better.
For the better?
No,
Yeah.
like since I've been living in Germany, I spend more money on like eating outside and stuff because I have the money. And I guess like if I could have more money, I would spend more
But
money.
do you see how they eat when they're in Spain? They just buy a loaf of bread and a pile of meat and a bunch of cheese, and they just put it on the. You know, it's like you eat your whole lunch for like $1.50.
Yeah, like
we don't do that.
That's why I was struggling in like Japan.
Okay, you can't do that
buy
there, yeah.
cheese or
Yeah.
not even bread. I was like, what the fuck?
When I go to Barcelona, I get on that and I start thinking about, man, this is so nice. Me and my friends, we just buy a loaf of bread, we make these sandwiches, and then I come back home and it just
It's
doesn't.
like, nah,
it doesn't.
let's get some burritos and shit.
Too many temptations.
I had my first burrito out here.
Really?
Yeah. First
my
ever.
first burrito.
What'd you
It was
think?
nice. It was nice. I'm gonna get a tattoo of it.
Where do you have it?
Just in Huntington.
Breakfast spot by my
Okay.
house. Like
It was pretty dope.
we're eating a breakfast burrito, and he's like, "This is my first burrito," and I'm like, "Breakfast
What the
burrito?" And he's like, "Nah,
No.
first burrito ever." I was like, "What the
Like-
fuck?" I consume most of my daily food is consumed in a burrito.
Like
form.
if you wanna eat burrito, you can get one in like Spain or Germany, but like it's not the common thing. Obviously, we got kebabs in Germany.
I love those
You
so
had
much,
a
so
lot of-
much. Yeah.
Dude, this guy was literally like 12 o'clock in the morning just getting a fucking kebab, and it's not like a breakfast burrito. It's just fucking a lot of meat, and it's this big.
To me, it actually is a lot like a burrito. It's a piece of bread and it's holding in all these ingredients. That's the weird thing about
Yeah,
a burrito is we say burrito, it's a tortilla. You could put anything in there.
Yeah, but like when you get a breakfast burrito, it's like egg and bacon. That's
Yeah.
it. And like for breakfast, I couldn't imagine myself like eating beef and
Wait.
I don't know what it is.
By kebab, do you mean like those Arab burritos? Like what are
Kind
they
of
called?
like the big thing of bread and they have like a bunch of meat and
It's
vegetables
like-
and
I
stuff.
call them
It's like-
Abdullah burritos.
It's like a burrito, but this big and like
yeah, okay.
some
looks like a
mad
burrito.
sauce on it.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
I can't eat it if I'm really hungry or like after a party, but like
I don't remember why I was
My
so hungry,
stomach
but
feels so
I went there
bad
and ate 2 in a row.
yeah.
At the place right below our hotel, and I just ate 2, and everybody was like, "How could you ever do that? It's like 3,000 calories." I'm like, "I don't know. I was just that hungry."
I made my first ever English joke with you at that spot.
English what?
Joke,
Joke.
trying to joke.
What was it?
I had that fucking. I had the fucking check from the street sales. And
Okay.
I was like, "Can I pay by card?" And you like laughed a lot about it, and then you realized it's hard to make a joke in English. And I was like, "Yo, I've been thinking about this joke the whole time in the car."
Really? I said that. I said it's hard to make a joke in English, or did you
Yeah,
just
like-
realize that?
No, you realized it. Like you said, dude.
Yeah.
Giving
No.
me props for the
Jokes
joke.
are hard because, like, I always look at my 2-year-old nephew and I see the stuff that he thinks is funny as a joke, and it's very like fascinating to me. Like, the whole concept of a joke is like you really have to know everything about a culture or a situation in order to even try to make a
I'm
joke.
like
So
the
it can be
person.
tough.
Like that's why it's so hard to me to like speak to someone before I really know him, because I don't know also like what jokes to make with him or what to say, what note. No.
Right. I feel you. So wait, what's your lifestyle like in Frankfurt these days? Like, what do you do on an average day?
So I started working for first time in my life at the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Like during the summer I've been working a lot there, but like normally I just wake up, my brother goes to school because he started like now doing school there again. I'm like the only one at the house because we like share house with a friend of my mom and her daughter, so I'm the only one there not doing nothing pretty much,
Right.
which feels kind of weird, but at the same time
You feel
I don't
lazy
know.
in comparison.
Yeah. So yeah, I wake up, fucking have some breakfast, chill, and then usually like between the week I just ride in my city, and on the weekends I go to Frankfurt.
Right.
Because I don't have a car, and it's like €8 go and €8 back.
Right.
And if I'm staying the weekend, it's kind of expensive, but pretty much every weekend I go there, kick it with the Chow crew and shit.
Yeah. So tell us about this crew, the Chow crew. Did Bruno start it?
Yeah, Bruno
Okay.
and Merlin. Like, I was still living in Spain when my good friend Dima told me about the thing. I was like, dude, that's fucking sick. Someday I want to be writing for them, or like being
But how was it explained to you in the beginning?
just like a crew and same time clothing brand.
Right.
And he was like, dude, this Bruno is gonna do this. It's gonna be fucking sick. I was like, dude, I want to be on the same. Like, imagine me being on the same team with my friends and hosting by Bruno Hoffmann.
Yeah.
And so yeah, when I moved to Germany, I was like obviously looking forward to like get into the crew and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're all fucking sick. Like first time, obviously, like getting like slowly into it, got a T-shirt and shit. And then I went to Barcelona with them, and they told me, yeah, you should film, and like it's gonna be your welcome and that other friend like Fabian.
Right.
We was getting like the welcome and then a mix of the whole crew. And yeah, we did that, and then I did the other video that dropped like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
You feel like you really pushed yourself a lot harder with that video? Because I noticed you were doing like gap to rails and all this shit that I hadn't really seen you do before.
Well, there's a lot of like really old clips.
Okay.
And I wish I could be filming a lot more, but like I had this old clips like kind of leftovers for United DVD, and just got a couple clips, and it's kind of hard to like film there because we don't have really a filmer that is like he is going out every day and just like, let's go there, let's film this, you should do that.
So when you go there and stay there for a week, is it mostly like just your friends filming friends, or?
They used to have a filmer that is kind of out of BMX right now, so they just running out of filmer.
Right.
But we have a friend with a camera, which is the most of the time down to film. So I filmed a couple of clips with them, and I was like, dude, I gotta drop this right now.
Right.
And yeah, but I'm stoked on it. I feel like I made that little step to like bigger shit, because I usually used to do all fucking tech shit.
Right.
And it's just so much worth it to do like big shit.
Yeah.
Just 1, 2, 3, one go, clip, finished.
Yeah, is that like
So far, you never
is that
know.
more rewarding for you to get the clip in 5 seconds than 3 hours of killing yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if it's on a clip I really want to have, obviously it's worth it. But like some fucking ledge shit, it's just like, oh man.
Yeah, it's just torture.
Like it used to be normal for me, but now I fucking go a little bit harder. Just so much worth it.
Yeah.
I would say like 80% of this video we've been working on is like one bangs probably.
Really?
Or like, yeah, at least like within the first 5 tries. He does a thing that I like where he'll run up to it twice, and if he doesn't send it on the third one, he just gets down. Like,
is that your rule?
He's not doing it.
Like Ian Morris, United team boss, he told me once like, yo, I just do this. I run up once to like check the run up. I run up twice to like check the, like imagine myself doing it, and third go I just send it. And it so far it works until one fucking spot we have to go back because it didn't work out.
What happened?
Yeah. It's just this crazy ass, like 2 electrical boxes, like 3 feet taller than him or something, probably 9, 10 feet tall. Horrible run up. You get like 1 crank at it, and it's like a 2-foot gap to another electrical box, and he wants to gap smith it.
But
the smith is like, if you got on perfect to this ledge, you would get to smith it from maybe 8 or 10 inches. So like
one of those. Okay.
Very like, you got to be calculated and precise, and if you go too far, too little, like you're gonna fall 10 feet to the ground.
Really?
It's at Crenshaw High. I think a skater did gap 50-50 on it, but I couldn't tell you where.
Huh. Interesting.
I can't imagine the skater doing it with the fucking crack in the middle.
No, I mean, he just, I don't know. I don't want to say it on here, but like, yeah, skater 50-50'd it, and there was like skate marks up there, but it's a wild spot. Hopefully you'll see it in this video. We're trying to go back.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see
it
that.
just didn't work out with the 1, 2, 3, and then.
Hey, I bet there's already a kid who has commented saying, "Oh, it's funny that he's sitting there smoking joints the whole time." So can we just explain that you're a proud?
I only smoke rolling cigarettes.
You don't really smoke weed, I don't think.
No. I smoke, but like I don't buy any weed.
Right.
And I don't need it. It's just like if I'm kicking with the crew, I've been smoking with them a little bit, and like sometimes when I go to Frankfurt, but also not when I'm drinking. Yeah, it's got to be like the right moment to do it after the session.
Not a lot of people in America roll the cigarettes like that, so I just wanted to clarify. I guarantee there's someone who already commented it before I said anything.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to find like rolling tobacco here too.
Yeah.
And like filters. You see this?
What are you even making that out of? What the hell is that thing?
It's like a normal cigarette filter, but you just buy them in like a bag of 200. I had never seen them either.
And it's so normal in Europe.
Really? Why?
And like
you can't roll up a piece of cardboard? That's what everybody I know does.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying
but like
to
that's like for spliff and shit. And I don't fuck with them.
But can you breathe it in properly through the piece like that? I guess you can, huh? Does that make it better for you? Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know. You want to try it?
No, I mean, I've smoked them with that thing. I just don't really, I just know.
Just a preference thing, but this motherfucker will roll a cig in literally 3 seconds. Like, he'll be pulling it out, and I'll reach in my pocket, like check the time on my phone, and look back up, and he's like lighting it.
Like
there's no possible way.
Literally, like before I started smoking cigarettes, I used to like just for fun roll them for my mom.
Right.
So
just so you're a little kid learning to do it. Okay.
Yeah, like maybe it sounds weird. So I used to smoke that fucking. I don't know how it's called, like with water and hookah thing.
Okay.
With my friends, and then I started rolling for my mom just for fun because it looks funny or whatever, and then I started smoking cigarettes.
Shout out to Jack Dub. I seen him rolling down a hill. I think we were in Japan or Germany, and he's rolling a spliff, standing up on his bike while riding on a huge hill.
Dub cool.
That is so Jack from Dub. He's like the only person. I don't know. There's probably a bunch of riders out there who can do it that good. Or you remember that when we filmed that Instagram slam with you and Daniel, and there was that older dude there. What was his name?
Bob.
Yeah, and that dude was one-handed rolling cigarettes, like the fastest I've ever seen anybody do it. And it really fucking blew my mind. So shout out to him, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to roll up your spliff on that day. I fucked up.
I still have never rolled a spliff. I roll blunts. I don't do a spliff
that's
thing.
Why
no, I mean I've done a few, but I'm not like confident in it. I would need to like probably go watch a tutorial before I try to roll a spliff right now. How'd you get off flying on Etnies or on United's? Excuse me. Or did you get on Etnies first? What happened there?
I got first on Etnies because I meet the United crew when they went for film the OG United DVD. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but I can't. This is United.
Right.
And then couple years they went back with the Etnies crew. Mm-hmm. Ian wasn't there, but like another guy. And they threw like I was chilling with them, and they threw like a jam too, and like the two best riders was gonna get a couple shoes. Mm-hmm. That was me and Mono.
Shout out Mono, yeah. What's up, Mono?
Sup, Mono?
With that parrot, that damn parrot, that bird. He's always got with him.
Oh yeah, the bird, yeah.
Yeah.
What is a parrot?
Yeah, I knew what he was thinking. Like, what is a parrot?
El pájaro. So yeah, we got a pair of shoes, and I guess like with the help of Ruben a little bit, and like the guy already knew me from back in the day with the United crew. I got hooked up with shoes a little bit. So then I stopped riding for fly bikes because just wasn't the same thing. Like I used to ride the OG fly bikes, Ruben, fucking Javier, Ortega, Makive. You probably don't even know them, but
no, I remember that name from all the old props Spain trips. That used to go to
Makive guy had
the
the record of biggest jump over jump box, I think.
Okay.
Whatever. They were like the people I've been looking up to, because I didn't know what YouTube is until some guy did me a video. And they didn't kicked out, but they went to family, and the whole thing just changed a little bit. So I wasn't feeling. I started riding street too, so I was like pretty sure one of the only guys riding 4-packs, and it just didn't feel right at all. So I just straight quit it, said I'm not more in the family. Anymore, I was on the flow team.
Right, okay.
So I said no, I'm gonna go my way. And I don't know how it came out, but just I hit it up, Ian, yo, I really want to do this. Are you down for it?
Right.
And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And the first trip was for Still United DVD. They came to Malaga.
Right.
Yeah, and that's how I got a little bit into it.
So it worked out. You kind of already had that.
But I already knew Ian from getting shoes from him.
Right. That's a good way to get on a company, though, is to show them around when they come visit your town. If you're that kind of guy, if you're from a small area, somebody comes to town and maybe you're the guy who knows everything and can help them out and stuff, that's a good way to get your way into their good graces, I guess.
Did you have a part in the new United video? I've only seen it one time.
No, I have
split part.
I have there's 2 mixes.
Yeah.
there's one like the young guns, and then one like not only old, but like the older guys.
Yeah.
And I have a mix in that.
So I'm assuming you're in the young guns.
Yeah.
You're not the old guy yet?
No, not
How do you
yet.
feel about that video? How do you feel about Christian Regal's crazy ass and Corey Martinez and
Oh my
Nathan? What the
God.
fuck is wrong with those guys?
Dude, I went like on one trip with like Nathan,
Right.
and it's fucking crazy to film with them.
Yeah.
Like, I think now I would be a little bit more able to film together with them, but back in the day, you go to a rail and you think like, maybe I could ice pick it.
Yeah.
And Nathan goes like, Nolly, switch Phoebes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm gonna smoke another cigarette. And watch this guy going in.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, at the starting somehow I think I understood like wrong. I thought I'm gonna have a whole part.
Right.
And then like he told me I'm not. So in the moment I feel like weird, because I was like committed to it.
Right.
But I really appreciate I don't have a whole part.
Yeah.
Thanks Ian for that, because yeah, I'm definitely not prepared.
You don't want to do a full video part in a video like that unless you actually have enough time and everything to really
Yeah, and, like,
focus and commit.
I'm definitely not prepared to have a full part
Yeah.
in that DVD with like Christian Regal and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Christian Regal, man, what a fucking asshole in that part,
He's
man.
a
I don't
G.
understand what
He's a G.
He's crazy.
Yeah, on the topic of that video, Christian McGall, best part. Don't think he really likes me, but I love your part. I love it a lot.
Does he? Well, I guess we'll find out now. I don't know about that. Yeah.
Is
I hope he likes me though, because I like him.
you got a little more to worry about though. You're on the same team.
Yeah.
Maybe we just got Twitter beef.
Twitter beef. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's old.
We should
I don't know what Twitter
He's
is.
He's old. I'm not.
Hey, and let me just say this about people in BMX is that it's very common for them to not age gracefully. And I'm not saying that about Christian. I'm just saying that BMX changes so fast that if you're a guy who makes it to 26, 27, 28, a lot of times it's really hard to look at the shit that 18-year-olds are doing or 16-year-olds are doing and be totally like, yeah, that's cool, you know, because it changes so fast. You know?
I have to say, even me being 21, it's kind of hard to look to the web episode and just say like, oh, it's cool.
Because it's so different than what you
just,
grew
like,
up on, right?
weird.
Yeah.
It's just, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of used to it and starting to watch them, but it's still like,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the weird thing about it is that I think people put out webisodes and then they get a lot of views, but at the same time, those people don't necessarily, like the types of people that watch them a lot of times are younger. Like my friends,
Yeah.
I guess they watch my webisodes because they have to because they're around me, but I don't necessarily expect them to because they are long and, you know.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
probably
think
one
like,
of the biggest
I
age
hope
generation gaps.
like, obviously DVD is already like dying slowly,
Thanks.
I guess.
I think
Like,
people are still doing some
well,
full length
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
it's not dying, but it's definitely less than like, back in the days. And I hope webisode doesn't make people do the less web videos.
Yeah, I
You know
agree.
what I mean?
Yeah, because you
That
gotta
would be
save
sad.
stuff. If you don't save stuff, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I couldn't. But that's like a weird thing about it is I feel like the fact that people slow down with the full length projects has way more to do with the fact that there's just a lack of money in BMX to do big trips. Like when you look at United doing a big ass DVD like
They
that,
spend
doing all those
so much
trips,
money
yeah,
on that.
it's gotta cost.
It's a lot of money and a lot of effort, and yeah, you gotta think about if it's worth it or like. I don't think it's worth it, but you just have to. You need to have the passion to do it. Like
Right.
It's more a passion thing, I think.
I read something with Ian where he was saying like, you know, the average United trip, we got to buy all these tickets, the filmer, photographer, whatever. It's like 10 grand. It's like probably at least 10 grand per trip. You maybe got to do 10 trips for a video. It's like right there, right off the bat, you're looking at a 6-figure video, right?
I don't want to be wrong, but I think it's definitely more.
Yeah,
you
probably
have
more
to,
on average
You need
too,
to
yeah.
have the passion for do it, just like these guys are doing, for example. Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with Monster Mash?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Long awaited
Dude, I've
the
seen
new
a couple-
deadline.
He's
I
seen
just
it.
have to.
You've
say,
seen it?
I've seen a couple section.
No, you saw every section.
So you would probably show me it. I don't know if I want
I
to see it
like-
before everybody else sees it. Though.
I'll show it to you. You just gotta come down to Huntington, get that clip at the world's worst skate park.
Exactly, and then you put the clip in the video, re-export, and then I'll watch it.
Yeah, this guy wants to come to our city, film the only skate park clip in the whole video.
Because, well, that would be really fucking funny because I am a legendary street rider.
Exactly.
Just kidding. But
Yo,
no, but I didn't know that was a skate park until now. I saw an Instagram clip of Beagle riding it.
Yeah, it's like the worst skate park in the whole world. But
well,
that's like where all the
that's-
shake jump dudes grew up skating and everything, and just a little fucking ashtray. Like we could probably pass it off. As
The
a
clip
street
that
spot.
I want to do there is like a weird clip that I don't know if I could do on anything on street that I've seen really. So maybe.
Just 1 second. You guys keep talking about this. I'm gonna take a piss on the toilet.
Yeah, what's with you and urinating? Yeah, get the hell out of here.
I'm just drinking too much beer.
Should we
guys.
get more beer?
Just I
There's more.
on the topic of him pissing though, this guy.
Found a Bud Light. What, yeah?
Ew.
Urinating.
Well, he pisses and shits at least a minimum hits the bathroom 15 times a day, no less.
Really?
It's all the cigs, dude. He smokes like 70 cigs a day.
And you think that makes him pee and poop more?
Definitely poop, yeah, but like
Really?
I don't know about the piss, yeah. And not to mention he drinks coffee, eats a lot. No.
The first smoke of the day will make me take a shit sometimes. Like if I haven't already taken a shit for that day, I could see that you know. But I don't feel like if I smoke throughout the day that I have to shit more. I feel
We went to Cheesecake Factory right before this, and he took 3 shits while we were sitting there eating.
that sounds like an issue that
Yeah,
goes far beyond just.
Maybe he's having problems in there. I don't know what it is, but
I want to ask him about the consistency of his fecal matter because if it's solid, then I feel like that might not be so much to worry about. But if it's liquidish, then it's like okay, you probably are eating something wrong.
probably got a problem. Nah, he only eats spaghetti anyways, so
That's a real thing? He just makes spaghetti and brings
makes
it out?
spaghetti, brings it to the spot every day. At the beginning, he was kind of letting loose, you know, eating what we eat, whatever. But by now, you know, he's halfway through his money, halfway through the trip. He's making spaghetti every goddamn day.
But he extended the trip, right?
Yeah. Fuck. Like, I've had probably like 4 or 5 kids stay with me in the past year or two, and I think 4 out of 5 of them have all extended their trips, including him.
Wow. So we have 2 questions for you. One, what are your poops like? Are they hard or are they soft? And why'd you extend your trip?
My poops.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out if you
fine.
have. Are they
Like,
solid or are
fine.
they liquid?
No, they're solid.
Well, then that's
Solid
weird. Why
as
the fuck
fuck.
do you have to take so many solid poops in a day? I could kind
I
of
don't
understand.
have to, but like
Just want to get it out.
so many people tells me like, why do you go to piss so many times? And like, I don't know.
Are you a nervous person?
Depends. Like, when I'm scared, I have to piss. When I'm nervous, I have to piss.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. Because when I'm nervous, like before I do one of these podcasts, I will go in there and pee, and it will be like a little, you know, just because I'm nervous. Like it's your body's like fight or flight reflex. It wants to get rid of things that are going to make it harder for you to survive in the wild while you're doing something that's kind of stressful.
Yeah, like when I used to ride contests, I had to always piss before I get my
Yeah,
ride.
of course. That's just
And
very
also
common,
like,
I think.
not trying to defend myself, but I drink.
You're on trial, my friend.
I drink a shit lot of water too.
Right.
Because also like I had this girl like just a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, "Dude, what the fuck? You drink so much water? You have some problems, blah blah."
Right.
So, I don't know. I just drink a lot of water.
Drinking a lot of water is a great
I
habit
guess
to get into.
I guess
Yeah.
it's
I don't
it's
think it's a
good. It's
problem.
not bad.
No, drinking a lot is good. Drink a lot of water. A lot of beer is bad, I guess. But no, but the other thing that comes to mind is that I used to know a lot of graffiti artists, and the dudes who would paint without masks, they would get exposed to a lot of aerosol, and then that would fuck up their bladder, and they would have to urinate a lot.
I didn't understood a word of it.
You ever use a spray
it's
paint
not-
can?
No. I
No.
didn't.
Okay, well, this
I
is
never.
way too in depth then. Yeah.
The
Why-
other question was why. I
Yeah, why'd you
extended my-
extend
Why'd you extend the trip? Yeah.
So I'm getting really good clips out here for me. Like it's gonna be my best footage so
Oh, yeah.
far, but I'm on the line on 2 clips per day.
Right. So you figure if you stay out here, you're
so
gonna keep.
I kind of texted Chrissy, yo, I'm doing good, but slow. Is it any possibility to extend my ticket?
Right.
And he checked it out. It was pretty expensive because you couldn't like change it. You have to get a new one.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, okay, I gotta fucking go hard. And he said, oh yeah, I checked with like my monster boss in Spain, and it's alright, blah blah. So here I am.
Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to Monster for flying him out too.
yeah, I'm.
Shout out to Monster.
Yeah, definitely shout out. I was gonna pay it by myself. Well, my mom was gonna pay me. Like, I had this idea about coming here for like after above below.
Right.
But like, I feel like it's a lot of money, blah blah. And my mom just said like, "Yo, you're 21. You should like, if you want to go now."
Right.
And she was gonna be down to like pay me for my birthday. And I told Queasy, "Yo, I'm going to the States to film with Source, blah blah." And he's like, "Yo, if you film something, I can pay for you. It's a new year. You have a new budget, blah blah." So yeah.
Monster fucks with the VX videos though.
It's not even a Monster
not-
video. It's
yeah.
for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they
we're,
just
we're
say-
buying this shit.
I
yeah.
didn't know if you, but it's gonna be for the come up.
Yeah.
So
Okay, good. Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, I figured you never said no, so.
no, yeah. If Monster throws the or we could throw the logo in there just for
I don't.
love, you know?
I don't even think they
care.
No, they don't
want
care.
the
Good.
logo.
Hey, you know that Monster just launched in Russia, and that out there they have to call it Black Monster.
Why that?
Some copyright thing, like something that I don't know what it is exactly, but Creasy was telling me that it's the whole thing. They got to call it a weird name out there.
Didn't know. About
How'd you get on Monster? Because that's the only reason that we know each other is from going on the above below trips.
Ebony
Yeah,
sounds
so
cooler.
like, I have a good friend in Sevilla, which is like 2.5 hours.
Right.
He's like good photographer, Fernando Laczko. Maybe you know him. He did like motivation videos,
Okay.
full videos, full length, and so a guy from Monster, I think he just like asked him because he knows all the scene, obviously, about a young guy who rides street, rides park, can whip the brand, blah blah. Monster was just starting back in the moment in Spain.
Right.
So, yeah, there was like between me and Mono, I think, but like Mono was from Argentina. It's kind of different. Even I'm from Germany, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got me, and I just got like stuff first, like drinks and like hat and shit.
Yeah.
And I went to the dub jam in Barcelona by myself.
Right.
Like not the street series, dub jam the year before, and I met Creasy there. And
Tom Creasy.
yeah,
This is who we're
Tom
talking about, just for the
Creasy.
record, in case you want to Google him.
The
Yeah.
guy behind the street series, above below,
Yep.
the G. So
Well, sometimes
What?
people see him in videos and they don't necessarily know who he is, and they're like,
Oh,
"Who's this guy?"
I was the same because you don't know, like he
he
doesn't
worked for
look
Four Down
like,
for a while and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, he's been like, I don't know if with Federal too, but like he's been with United from the very first day. I think.
Yeah, yeah. He's
So
like old
yeah, I
friends
met
with
him there, and then he took me to a trip to, I think Copenhagen, for a couple of days, and then like I went to Barcelona for the street sales, and I was gonna get a couple clips, like getting on 1 or 2 trips,
Right.
and then he said like, "Yo, I wanna have you be a part of this,"
Yeah.
and I was fucking stoked on it.
You go to all those trips? Or, I think
No,
I
I
went on
didn't.
all of them except London.
London was a premiere only.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one, but I
Yeah.
went to everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't went to Africa.
Okay. Yeah. I went to
Because that
one.
was the first one, and I was supposed to go only to like Barcelona and maybe Berlin or something.
Right. That
So
was a rough one. That was the one
Which
where it
one?
was like Africa in Cape Town. It was like 100 degrees. Like there was no AC
Oh,
in the
yeah.
hotel. Catfish left his phone in a cab. Catfish almost got arrested for a DUI like the day I got there. I forget everything.
I
else
went to
bad that happened,
Africa. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, it's on the list. Sauce sent me a little list of things I should talk about.
Yeah,
Africa's
I
on the
did
list.
that.
When did you end up going there?
I went there for Monster trip. Like, dude, I had no idea about where I'm going, who I'm gonna be with, but like obviously there's always a Monster guy taking care of you. So my Monster boss went up, "Yo, you wanna go to Africa?" I'm like, I'm thinking for a second, like, should I? Because I'm kind of scared, because I don't know shit about Africa.
Right.
But so I ended up saying yes, like I always do. And so I went there, like thinking, because they said like there's a contest you're gonna go, and there's also a filmer who really looks up to like filming with you. I was like, who is that filmer? Is some guy with a GoPro? I don't know. I had no idea. So I ended up going there, and it was like the best trip of my life, pretty much.
Was it Cape Town?
Yeah. No, it was Durban.
Oh, okay.
Which is like, all the locals say Cape Town is the same but a little bit better.
Okay.
But still, like Durban was fucking sick, and yeah, I was surprised because there were like a lot of white people too. Not saying that black people
Yeah.
is less or anything, but like,
Africa's complicated.
Yeah.
In Cape Town, it was like, I'm not gonna say all, but it was like all the rich people were white.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunately
Well,
that's how it's bad.
I asked the guys,
yeah.
like, I made so many questions about, like,
Yeah.
is there any poor white people?
Right.
Is only the white people rich? And they said, no, it's like almost, well, obviously there's a lot of white people that came to study there,
Yeah.
but, like, there's a lot of black people rich too.
Right.
It's not only white people, which make me a little bit more, okay, it's not that bad. But there's like, it's crazy to see, like, I'm used to see homeless people,
Right.
but I'm not used to see kids being homeless on the
Yeah.
streets, like every fucking traffic light asking you for plastic to sell or for money or food or whatever.
Right. The income inequality out there is crazy because you drive from the airport. Well, this is Cape Town. I don't know about Durban in comparison, but in Cape Town, it's like you would drive by all these shanty towns where they have no running water, houses made out of like an old piece of fence and a tarp over the top of it and shit like this.
Yeah.
And then you get a little closer to the area that we were at and you'd pass by the beach and you'd see all these houses on the beach that are like the biggest, nicest houses you ever seen. And they're really pretty close to these like horrible areas that are completely impoverished. And where we were staying was like a little bit in between in some fucking random ass hotel above a nightclub. You remember that? Oh no, you weren't there, but yeah, it was
Yeah,
bad.
I have two things to say about that. One, what? Fuck, I forgot. What did you say? Oh yeah, those fucking self-made house and blah
Yeah.
blah. I was like, dude, what is if I, being like blonde and not from here, go inside there? Because what I think is like I'm gonna be fucked.
If you started walking around there, yeah.
Yeah, but they like no, they only like worker, nice people. They don't really care. There is some mafia, but it's not that much as you think
Right.
when someone says you're Africa,
Right.
or at least I think.
Yeah.
And the second one is that it's cheap as fuck in Africa, for us
Yeah.
being from Europe. Like we had a palace, not a palace, but like a big ass mansion for like 25 euros the night.
Really?
And it was fucked. Like with swimming pool, we had breakfast. Someone was making us breakfast and shit. It was all so nice. And like the people is kind of mix of Europe and USA people for me.
Uh-huh.
And they like in the same vibe. They fuck with Chris Travis and like the same music. There was no discussion about what kind of spots to ride, where to eat, and it was fucking awesome. Shout out to Colin Lodon.
Oh, yeah.
Who all went on that trip?
Just myself.
Just you by yourself?
Yeah.
You film a web edit?
Yeah, it's alright.
Was that hard for you to film just by yourself?
No, that's another thing. Like normally, if I'm out with only the filmer, it's kind of like not hard, but
Right.
it's weird to just like warm up by yourself. You're the
gotta
only one
motivate
filming,
yourself, yeah.
kind of thing. But like still, like the filmer, there was the filmer, another homie, and that guy Colin who also.
Shout out to our
rides
guests who
BMX.
are vaping.
I
totally hear that.
Sick
Like, what the
clouds
fuck
over
is
there. Yeah, you just hear it. It's so loud. It's like a fucking water hose.
like, what the fuck is that noise?
You know that at least one kid's hearing it in the background of the podcast
Knows
too.
exactly
Thinking, I
what
know
it is."
somebody's vaping. We won't name the person vaping. Yeah.
Shout out to Team
Travis
Vape.
Hughes.
Shout out Travis Hughes. Yep.
So
Go watch
I don't
his
know
new
what I
video.
was telling.
Go watch his new video. It's about vaping. Yeah, just how you were out with the crew, the filmer, and his homies. Yeah.
And I don't know how, but they just made me be hyped on, and like the spot were perfect too. It's a lot of schools to ride to, like here,
Right.
and yeah. So that video was like my best video so far too. Like I got hyped. That is the point. I made a little step. I feel like
Yeah.
to like. Just
You think that
send
one's
it.
better than the new one?
Yeah.
Really? I gotta go back. I gotta go watch the old one because I was really impressed by the new one. But yeah, that's dope though. The Africa trip. But yo, so that's how you told us how you got on Monster. But then and then you did the above below or everything. But like, can we just talk about the whole process of like filming that section and like what was the favorite trip that you went on filming for above below?
Filming for above below.
Because we were in Berlin together. We went to Barcelona together. Fucking
I guess New York.
New York. Okay, yeah.
It got me to chill with Edwin De La Rosa and Tom White.
That was a thrill.
Dude, like, being at that, we went to that bar thing. I don't know. I don't even know how I got inside.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that one bar. Yeah, how the fuck did you get in there? Because it's so hard to get into bars underage in New York. Yeah.
Remember, but
you know what it was?
It's not the first time.
Edwin and Hoder, like, that was like their bar or something like, or they I'm pretty sure they could get whoever they wanted in there.
So many beers, so many alcohol there. We were fucking partying out there. And fucking Edwin De La Rosa just fucking being like making jokes of me. It was so good.
The craziest person on earth, Edwin, man. Fucking, you know what was so great about that too is that I had like an Instagram video at the time where I was just Snapchatting and Hoder was he had just gotten 2 free beers and he's just screaming and shaking the beers. He was so happy to get 2 beers. I've never seen anything like it in my whole life. Like,
is he still sober?
I heard he is still sober. I don't want to be the one. I don't believe that he drinks still. I believe that he hasn't been drinking for like a year. If he hasn't started again.
I heard about that.
Okay,
I think you told
two things. On the topic of Edwin De La Rosa, he follows me on Twitter. Just saying.
Shout out Edwin De La Rosa following Sauce.
I don't know why the fuck he follows me on Twitter, but he does. And on the topic of Monster, why did they send you on all those trips too?
To do social media and stuff, you know. Just hang out and fucking get some coverage for the stuff, you know. If it's not on the come up, ain't nobody gonna know about it. So
that's true. Cool gig.
It was cool, and it was cool too because like girls would be like, "What are you going to Africa for?" And I'd be like, you know, Monster Energy's flying me out there just to do. What do you Monster Energy? Why? Dad, do social media shit. That's my whole thing too. Is like girls like ask me what I do, and I just act like I don't even like what I do, just to kind of.
I don't even know.
More of a flex. I don't know. I'm going out there.
I had some local girls that were fucking hyped on me being in Tokyo and.
You did?
Shit. Yeah.
Really? Oh, in Germany.
No,
in Spain. Okay, yeah. No, that you always forget because BMX is super common to travel and everything, but you always forget that like in other walks of life, people don't travel.
Yeah.
So like when I tell rappers that I've been in Tokyo and all these other places and stuff, they're just blown away. Or even normal people. Like I remember Edwin telling me about being in jail and like telling them about like what it was like being in Paris, and they were like so amazed because regular ass people, they don't fucking know what it's like to go out there, you know.
I feel so blessed every time I go on a plane.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Like, there was some interview they asked me if like liking traveling is because of BMX, and I feel like my mom also traveled with me, like being a baby to Venezuela and thing, and maybe that's also why I fucking like traveling.
Okay.
But obviously the most of it is BMX.
Yeah.
And just like me being able to say I've been to pretty much all the continents, it's just so sick.
Yeah. Where have you not been?
Australia.
Me too.
Yeah, that's all.
The North Pole.
I can't even imagine traveling or like wanting to travel somewhere and not going to ride, because what the fuck are you gonna do? Get on a bus and like look at a rock or some shit?
No way. Like,
I don't care.
Tourist stuff. Oh my! I put a bullet in my head.
I haven't done holidays like I was fucking 6 years old.
Yeah, like if I'm 45 and I don't even film anymore, I'm gonna get a fucking bike, put it in a bag, and go to that country with it, because that's the best.
That's
way to
real.
see it.
Even if you weren't doing
around.
tricks,
Yeah,
just a cruise. Yeah, because you see everything.
Yeah.
You see everything different. Dude.
Actually, if you
It's
weren't
so
thinking about
crazy.
spots and filming and stuff, and you were just looking at a map, that actually might be even more like you might see more, because we're kind of thinking about certain areas and
Searching
stuff. But
for stuff, yeah.
I don't know, like the whole thing of like, oh, I'm gonna go on vacation and I'm gonna sit by the pool and I'm gonna go look at a bunch of shit. I'm like,
Not
fuck it.
enticing.
It sounds boring as fuck.
Like, we've tried once, like, since I'm in Germany, went to one of our friends' house. He has like a big ass house.
Okay.
And we went there like saying, yeah, we're gonna do holidays and shit. And even there we ended up riding.
Right.
And we had like a swimming pool, we had fucking alcohol and shit.
Yeah.
But still ended up riding.
I could see maybe
the
a
best
couple
thing.
days just getting plastered and going in a pool or something, but like 2
couple
weeks.
days chilling
Actually,
sounds
the
good.
fir-
2 weeks or something.
2 weeks.
Like,
oh,
hell,
God. You'd be ready
like,
to go.
The only time I
hell
did
are you gonna
holidays without a bike in the last, I don't know, 10 years was with my last girlfriend. I went to like her mom's house in Sevilla, which is like 2.5 hours, blah, blah. And I went there 1 week and I was freaking out. Even I fucking enjoyed with her and fucking doing party and shit, but still,
Yeah.
Just like cruising around with her on normal bikes or whatever, and just seeing the spots and fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
you know?
I had a girlfriend, and she, like, I would always mention places I was going traveling, and she would be like, "Oh, I want to go there with you," and I just think in my head, no,
There's
never.
no way I'm
No.
gonna get you to
no
fucking.
way.
If I'm going there, I'm bringing Brandon Began, bringing
I-
a pound of weed.
Like, I can't even imagine like bring the girlfriend to a contest.
Oh, dudes do that all the time, though. That's the ultimate flex. You show up with your girlfriend and show off her fake
mean,
boobs
I-
at the contest.
I respect it, but I don't know if I would be able to do it.
I don't even know if I respect
Like-
it. Leave her at home. She don't need to be there. What the hell is she doing there?
Yeah, like
I
the-
prefer to bring my mom. Like I used to go to a lot of contests with my mom, and also like she went to, I don't know if Dub Jam on the street series.
Okay.
She came there, and like we've been carrying her around on the bike, and it sounds weird,
Your
but
mom.
like my mom loves BMX, and she's cool as fuck. So
I like a
it's
girl who's
different.
down for a peg ride or a handlebar ride, really.
Yo,
I feel like-
I've crushed my mom so bad on my handlebar. One time.
Really?
That was crazy. I felt so bad about it.
Moms are typically not that durable. Did she get hurt?
Mark Burnett's
No,
mom
she
seems
didn't,
durable.
but-
She's durable, yeah.
like-
no doubt.
I went to a contest in Madrid, I think it was,
Okay.
not too long ago. Oh no, it was Barcelona, and we were coming back like from the contest to the hotel. I was like, let's go on the bike, blah blah. And she's like, okay, and like the day before I did it also, and she was kind of scared, and then she was like getting used to it and enjoying it on the bike.
Okay.
And there was like that crack in the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah.
I didn't see it until the last moment. I was like, shit, what should I do? If I bunny hop over it, she's gonna die. if I just go through it, she's gonna die. If I break off, she's gonna die.
Yeah.
So she died. But
R.I.P. Mom. It was a horrible way for her to die.
Wait, was she on the front or the back?
Front, right?
on the front.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
dude, like she crashed down and was on the floor, just like being there. I don't know. And I was like, no way. And then like,
Your mom.
yeah, my mom.
Like you
It's
came
not-
from her.
Yeah, like
that's
it's
real
not.
bad.
It's not like
Like,
a friend of.
You'd feel bad if it was a random old lady, a random nice 40-year-old lady, but she's your mom,
Yeah.
so you gotta feel extra bad.
So like,
yeah.
at the first moment, I was like, what the fuck? So she woke up. Like she
Woke
didn't woke up. She stand up. I mean, she didn't woke up.
Okay, I thought she was
Stand up.
unconscious for a second. I was real worried. I'm like, damn.
I fucking get confused.
Yeah.
So she stand up and she's like fine, and after a couple of minutes we laughed about it.
Okay, well,
But
thank God,
It
man.
was so scary for me.
Was
Like,
she
Yeah.
beat up? She have any knee scrapes?
What is that?
She scrape her knee?
No, actually a little bit.
Oh, damn.
One time I was outside. I'm gonna get real for a second. I was at a bar in Brooklyn, and this is back in the day. And this girl was kind of like messing around with me, and like she was like, "Let's go like in the woods, like off down there." I'm like, "All right, cool." She hops on my pegs. I go to pedal. I get going real fast. It just slips off the back. She landed flat on the ground. She scraped her knees. She scraped her elbows. She scraped her face. It looked like when we walked back to the bar, it looked like I just tried to incinerate
Rape.
her. Rape. I don't know. It looked bad. It looked really crazy. I felt really bad, but I mean, she wanted to hop on the pegs. I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
She could have gotten really mad and you could have caught a charge.
We still had sex on the street. Actually, I'm just gonna say that. But anyway,
Yeah.
unrelated.
God, oh. What's the fucking word for that? Staph. You get staph from that?
I have gotten staph quite a few times, but I don't think it was from sex. But I think
But I mean, she has all these open wounds. She just fell on the ground.
Right. You know, we used to have a gorilla costume, and I would wear it a bunch of times. And then one time, this girl wore it, and then she had sex with Chris Long, and then she got a staph infection, like incredibly bad in her ass, and had to go to the hospital. So we always wondered if she got it from Chris Long or if she got it from a gorilla suit.
I've had staph before too. It sucks. I
I've
don't.
never had that.
I don't
Really?
I don't
This
wanna
is
have
not
it.
fun. It makes you
Like-
feel like your body's turning against you.
Like that mate of them, Chris Allen. He like kind of got stuff.
He got staph while he was here a little bit.
Yeah, and so he said like, yo, if you touch him or whatever, you're gonna get stuff too. And
I was like-
one morning I woke up and I had a little, I don't know, it's.
Just like a red bump.
Yeah, it looks like a pimple until
I had
it
like
feels
a
like you got a
pimple,
brick in your
and I
skin.
thought like, yo, dude, is this a fucking
Oh, he was
stuff or whatever?
stressing.
Because you
I was
think it's
stressed out.
a pimple until it's too late, and
But
until
I
it's
just-
become something else. Yeah.
I just hyped it up to the whole squad so much
Oh,
that
yeah.
like Chris
I was
had
so
this
scared.
depth of like, you're gonna die if you get this. Don't hit his sig. Don't
It's gonna
fucking
be
touch
so
it.
hit his
bad.
sig.
Don't touch his phone. Like nothing. Like, if he hands you money, don't take it. Like, just made it such a big deal. So he got this fucking little pimple, and he was stressing so hard on it. And I was like, dude.
When I got it, I gave it to Stevie and nobody else in our whole house. He's the only person that got it.
I got it from Denim because he was trying to nollie 3 off a 10-foot drop into some, like, hobo piss and stuff, and he just fell, and next thing you know, we both got staph.
You both did. Were you Were you near him? Did you like hug him after?
No, I was filming him. I'm sure I hugged him afterwards, and he ate shit like 10 times. And then me and Denim are like best friends, so just
fucked after.
No, we didn't fuck after. I wish, but no, we just I don't know.
Denim looks like he's had staph his whole life.
Right, his whole face looks like just a big fucking face full of staph. But
AIDS. Chlamydia,
fake herpes.
Everything.
He got fake herpes in Barcelona.
What does that mean? I heard about this.
I don't know. I've heard Sean Mack told me about it too, where like
he got some weirdest.
I don't know what it is in Spain, but like he was convinced he had herpes and went to the doctor. They're like, nah, we don't know what this is, but it's not herpes. And it looks just like it and everything, but it went away in a week, and now we call it fake herpes. But yeah, as far as staph goes,
God
like
bless.
Every time either of us get sick, we pretty much just get it because they just don't quit hanging out.
You're always touching each other and hanging out and stuff. Yeah, I feel you though. That's real.
Yeah, I mean it's just the way it goes.
I'm with my bros. I'm drinking out their bottle of water.
Exactly.
I'm having sex with their girlfriend. I'm doing everything the same.
You're having sex with your brother's girlfriend?
If possible, sure. Yeah. So, this is BMX, bro.
Can't say I haven't done all of that.
So when are we finding out? When's the common video come out? What is this? What's holding it up?
France is editing it right now. Me and Denim are working on like a whole line of clothing and everything
For
like
a release.
Yeah, like we're gonna release it at the same time and just kind of like go from like an Instagram and like a crew to like maybe try to do like a brand thing, but like all at once with like a good launch and everything. Like I don't know.
The monetization of the Common Crew has begun.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to figure out how to make a little cash
like
at some point, right?
Well, it's like we could have done it a long time ago, easily, but I just
let the record show he's peeing again.
Second time during the podcast, but yeah, we could have done it a long time ago. But I'm just not about doing like the fucking go on iMovie, find a font you like, and print it out on a fucking shirt or something. Like I want it to be hand drawn or like just good original stuff. Like and it wasn't until now that I like really took the time to go out of my way and find like an artist or a few artists and actually go down to the fashion district, sign up with American Apparel, like do all this shit that we got to do, get a business license or whatever. And so expect the video whenever France is done editing it. I think he's got 1 or 2 parts done right now. Me and Denim have been looking for a warehouse to premiere it in for like the last fucking month, like looking super hard, and everybody's just kind of scared. So now we're just ready to start lying to people, telling them we're going to do a movie or something because they're not digging the premiere idea. Bunch of 200 little hoodlums riding around or whatever. That's what I'm telling them.
Isn't it crazy to think that video could have came out like a few years ago?
2012. Straight up.
And it would have been pretty good, but now it's probably going to be a whole different thing.
Now it's like Alec has the most progressive part I've probably seen in the last couple of years, straight up.
And
like,
he wasn't even supposed to have a part until like what, 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah. He's like the newest dude like that's been hanging out with us pretty much. And I would say his part is like easily the most progressive thing I've seen in a long time. And obviously Jacob goes further with everything than he ever has before as far as like ice picks and nose manuals and stuff. And then
it's crazy because a lot of the dudes on the team are like well known now too, whereas if you did it 4 years ago it was like everybody was starting to get some attention but not like they are now.
No, like in the long run I'm really psyched that we waited and like didn't just put it out in 2012 or 13 or something, because it would have been a fucking like Ice 180 showdown or something. Now it's like everybody's actually doing progressive like tricks, keeping up like it's like a pro level video now, not to sound like cocky, but like when you watch it, like that's what it feels like. Maybe not the filming so much because we got some old clips in there too, but like it's riding wise, it's definitely like pro-ish level.
I'm excited. Well, no, yeah, of course.
And
Ethan, Jacob, Alec, fucking
Denim,
these guys, everybody. Travis have a full part?
Nope.
Ooh, what a piece of shit. Why would I have on that?
I don't know. He's just kind of late to the party. Like he lived like an hour or so away from us until maybe like a year ago, I would say. Like, moved down by Huntington full time, and I don't know. We just didn't really know when it was gonna be done, so he didn't. We just decided on like not jumping into another whole part or whatever. But yeah, if your dad owns a fucking warehouse somewhere around Orange County, hit me on Instagram, Sauce the Boss, 3 S's. Desperately need one of those because we're trying to go way over the top with the premiere. I'm talking confetti cannons, rappers. We can sign a donkey, like
Fuck a donkey.
Whatever
Someone
you
could
want.
fuck a donkey.
We paid to rent it. You do what you want with it.
How much rope did you produce when you saw Travis's Odyssey edit?
Oh, I didn't see it. I edited it.
Oh, well, but how much rope did you produce when you finally saw it? I forgot the edit was.
But
Here I am looking like a clueless old man. I'm doing my catfish impersonation good, yo. He's
Yeah.
not here, but I'm a clueless old man.
what inspires you? No.
What inspires
He
you?
told me about that. He's like, it's kind of cool that Kash isn't here, but because
We
you're
all-
not going to get that question.
We always make fun of him for that in the group chat. What inspires you?
Yeah, but I don't know. I love that video. One of my favorite things ever made.
Yeah.
Some of the clips are pretty old, but
Jarring, mind-blowing section.
as
yeah.
far as the
crazy as
tricks
fuck.
go, is wild.
You love the comic crew? You love all these guys?
I love them.
I love them.
Like, don't think wrong about it, but
not like that.
I definitely been looking up for them like a while ago. Pretty much the first like podcast I've seen is the one with you.
Oh, nice.
Fuck that podcast.
Half
No
of-
one go watch.
Like,
no one
I
watch it
haven't-
right now. It's
He
the
confesses
worst
to
thing.
murder in it, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's the
and
I was
like-
high.
I was definitely because I had my crew back in Spain, kind of thing, and yeah, it kind of inspired me a little bit.
Right.
you know?
Hey, we need like young dudes to inspire other young dudes to go hard. You know, it's like a lot of times in
Yeah.
BMX, it's like sometimes you feel like it's little kids and 28-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes it's like the middle. It's like you don't know.
A little bit.
He said he started doing gap rails because of denim.
Oh yeah.
it denim,
I did
really?
that.
Yeah, like
Wow, that's
straight
impressive.
up told him that at a spot when he was about to do a gap rail.
Denim, who we just falsely accused of having a whole host of STDs and stuff, was really just going in on Denim for no
Not so
reason.
false. Look at his face. You'll believe it.
I love that. That's so fucking funny.
He
to
did
me.
Shout out
have
to
he did have
Denim.
fake herpes though.
Denim is one of the most fun people to ride with, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
He
I know
hypes
Matt,
me up so much
Yeah.
when we're trying to film. Like he's the best guy to like have around.
He's very ambitious. He's very like doesn't let anybody tell him no. He wants to do stuff even if it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. He's just
Yeah.
gonna try it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's-
likes the fucked up run-ups,
Yep.
the fucked up rails,
Stuff that
everything
other people have
fucked
already
up.
done.
He reminds me of like a Hoder or a Kyle Fart kind of guy because he's
Fart.
Fart. Yeah, fuck. I don't know. what
Fart
is this?
Heart. Yeah.
Yeah,
I call him Heart.
But
I call him
like you
Fart.
know that kind of like hype man for the whole squad, and like Austin Augie like literally refuses to film with me if I don't bring denim because he won't do it. Like we don't
Really?
get shit done unless I bring denim, and not necessarily the same for him, but he definitely. I would say everybody prefers to have denim around all the time.
Yeah.
I could definitely see where you're coming from though, because I've seen, crews are all about the people who constitute. And if you have one person that's like 10 times more energetic than everybody else, I mean, that helps. It's definitely going to have an effect on the scene. Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
and I just want to say, while I'm on a mic, just because one person says something in a crew doesn't mean the whole crew thinks that.
Oh, so the
Okay.
common crew, yeah, you guys get wrapped up in beef. People think that you hate everybody, or what? What's
We
going
got
on
a
with you
couple
guys?
salty motherfuckers, but then they just label it the whole squad, and it's not the whole squad. And yeah, I just want to throw that out there.
Interesting, yeah. Well, I would hope that would go for the same. Hope just because I hate everybody doesn't mean that everybody thinks that everybody on OSS hates everybody. right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like some rapper like that they hate vegan, no.
No, I don't
Exactly.
know. Maybe not. Yeah.
That's how. That's like how I feel about it.
Fuck vegan.
But yeah, before we end this, I think you need to tell the story about why your name is Dirty, and everybody seems to know about it.
I didn't know that. Dirty. Where's that name come from?
He says you know the story.
Oh well, it's
No.
that story.
No, it's
What do you
it's
think?
not on like. It started there.
Oh, it did. Okay.
'Cause-
I didn't know that. I
'cause,
thought
like-
nobody knew that story.
Oh, this is
I wasn't going to mention
fire
it.
story.
You want me to tell it?
No, you don't know it.
Oh, I thought it was my story.
So no.
Tell it together.
So like, the guy started to say that because I was like the guy who didn't talk that much, but like when I'm partying, I just enjoy partying.
Start talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy partying.
But like, when I went to Germany, they kind of knew about the story, but they called me dirty. But like, so one of the first weekend I was like in Frankfurt with all my friends, and there was one, like I had this Tinder match going on.
Nice.
And I was like, I don't know about this. It's not really hard. And I showed it to my friends, and they were like, fuck it, just try it, blah, blah, blah. So I wasn't really sure about it, and I got back home, and my father left me like a couple beers there, and he wasn't there.
I thought you were going to say your father told you it was your cousin or something. Okay, yeah. Your father left you a couple beers. I just had to reset my brain. All right, go.
I don't want to disappoint you with this story. It's not that bad. So, like, I got drunk with my brother a little bit, and, like, wrote that girl. She came over, and she was a little bit more fatter than I thought.
Fatter, okay, yep. Been there, yep. That happens.
But, so, she was already there, and I was drunk, so
You'd be a horrible person if you didn't do it, yeah. You gotta do it, yeah.
I feel bad if I don't.
Exactly.
So
that's what it's all about.
I hooked up with her, and that's not the thing. The thing is, like, 1 week later, I was in Frankfurt chilling by the river with Bruno Hoffman, fucking the whole Chow crew, and I wasn't really into the crew yet. So like Bruno was kind of, I knew him for a long time, but he didn't like know me well.
Keep in mind this is 30 minutes away from your house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 30 minutes away from where he did the deed.
Yeah, it's like a little bit far away. So I'm sitting like with my back to the beach, to the fucking river, and there were like two girls walking the way there, and like Bruno, no, not Bruno, but like some of the guys just said something to the girls, and they turn around, and I heard like, hey, Fernando. I just like turn around, and it's that fat girl looking at me, and I'm like, no way. And like the whole, like all the squad just saw her, and like, no way you did that, blah, blah, blah. And from now then, they just call me dirty.
They just call me dirty.
How many tons are we talking?
Was it that bad?
I don't know. It was definitely the biggest one I've banged.
We can't fat shame, though. Shout out to all the overweight women out there. You're beautiful as well. We love you as well.
Yeah,
you're shaped right.
I'm not trying to get her down or anything, but yeah, it wasn't
that
that good.
God, I've been in that exact situation though, where I'll be like in a bar with a real hot girl and like some girl that I regret. They'll just try to talk to me, and I'll be like, I'm just like, oh my God, she keeps trying to talk to me. I don't know. Yeah.
The girl just came up to me and like wanted to give me a hug or whatever. I'm just sitting.
And they know, like, why would you know her otherwise?
I'm like sitting on the grass, just like this, like laughing my ass off, and these guys are just like, no way you did that. And like I was getting, it wasn't beef, but I felt like I was getting beef from him for like doing that, but like. And that was like the starting. I wasn't even in the Chow crew yet, so I was like, dude, that's not a good starting to get into the crew, you know? But then I guess I cleaned up myself.
Well, it would be, I mean, you can't not let somebody in a BMX crew just because of their social deviance with the fairer sex, right? Yeah. Nah, you can't do that. That's fucked up. In the OSS crew, it's the opposite. You actually have to fuck a bunch of fat girls before you're allowed in the crew.
Why that?
It's like you get beat into a gang. You gotta fuck your way into the gang.
Fucking some ugly girls or whatever.
Yeah, ugly, questionable gender in general. Yeah. What?
On the topic of fat girls, though, like depends on their shape, like how bad they are. Because if you got it all in the belly and you have like some weird ass, like you're significantly worse than if you just got it all in the trunk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, she wasn't beautiful at all.
She had no defense.
What kind of fat girl was she? Was it like in the arms or?
It's like a really German.
German? Was she have like pigtails or?
It was like the first week I just got there, and I want to say this because my mom is probably gonna watch this.
It's good that your mom knows that you're this open-minded.
Sorry for not telling you this because I usually tell her everything, but it was just awkward on the first week in Germany. So
I don't usually tell my mom about my bad Tinder hookups. Yeah.
No, I don't do that, but as she's probably gonna see this, so. I just want to tell you, Mom.
Well, but you want to know how that situation,
Love you,
it could work out great because I met up with a girl off Tinder a couple months ago, went to this bar right near my house, met her. She wasn't as offensively gigantic as you're describing, but she was a little bit.
I don't know how how big we talking about, but
I did not.
me,
I
it
didn't
was-
want to have sex with her.
yeah, I didn't.
I drank like 12 beers. I had sex with her. I don't even remember having sex with her. So, best of both worlds. She wasn't offended.
But like it would
I came, I think.
It would be cool if I didn't see her after it. Like
That would be much better.
I wasn't feeling bad about it because like okay, I fucking banged that girl. It's first week.
It's over,
just
yeah.
like
You
a
don't gotta think about it.
warm up thing, you know.
Warm up. Yep.
Warm up thing.
Chill.
180 bar.
But like, I don't want it to the whole squad see that girl. You know?
Yeah.
Or ever see
Not-
her
not-
again
not really.
yourself.
Yeah, well, I can deal with that, but
So now they've
I'm
seen,
just like
now
not
they have
proud
seen, now
of
they
it.
know. You don't got to be proud. I think it's good. You know, that's it's good that they know that about you.
Yeah.
They know you're real.
They know you're real.
I mean, they told me to.
You ain't
To
scared.
hang out with her, so
Yeah. I actually, you know, I messaged Bruno Hoffman when he was out here, and I was like, "Yo, you should do the podcast when you're out here." And then I forgot to like hit him up again or something, so it didn't end up happening. But I should have chased that down more aggressively because he is a really smart guy for being so young, especially. That would be a good podcast. Yeah.
yeah, he definitely has some shit to talk about. I think
Good rider too.
Yeah.
Not a bad rider. Let me say that.
How old's Bruno?
he
22
is,
now.
I think
Right?
23.
Okay.
He, like pretty much like got 23 now,
Right.
not too long ago.
But he's been pro for like 7 years or something. He's been pro for a long ass time.
For a
right?
long ass
Or
time,
Killing
like-
it at least for a long ass time.
I know him for a long ass time, like even when I was still living in Germany, but obviously I wasn't like. Now I can say like I feel kind of already friend of him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel like friend of him, and until I moved to Germany, it was like okay, it was Bruno Hoffman for me. It still is Bruno Hoffman, but like I can speak to him about whatever I want.
Right.
You know.
He's kind of like the way that you think of like a Edwin or whatever. Like in Germany,
Yeah.
you got to look at Bruno and be like,
Yeah, and
Who's better than
as
you?
he's
Yeah.
like one of the first pro I've met. Like
Yeah.
when I was riding the Haro 16-inch in my skate park, he was already fucking smashing it. And
Right.
I don't know if in pro or AM, but he was definitely there already. And yeah, I used to go like every year to a contest in Cologne, and he was always there.
oh yeah,
And it was always like fucking Bruno Hoffman.
yeah,
And now I feel proud to say like I'm in the same crew. I'm hanging out with him,
yeah.
with him and the whole squad, and it's sick as fuck. Cause he didn't grow up in Frankfurt. He just moved there like 3 years ago, I think.
Right. Crazy.
And I feel like the whole Frankfurt crew just like grew up, like didn't, how you say, I progressed a
Yeah.
little bit with Bruno being there,
Right.
cause he's doing that chow thing and like
Having
just
somebody
pushing
around,
up the whole thing.
having that one good role model who actually
Yeah.
like shows you how to do it is like you always see scenes grow as a result of that. Yeah. Anything else we should cover here? Anything we need to talk about? We're already an hour and 20 minutes in.
I did that list. I don't have it there. But
Yeah, we hit everything
Pretty
on the
much hit
list.
everything,
I
yeah.
do believe.
That new Nike video. This doesn't relate at all, but
Yeah, that's a good video.
they're in Europe. You have a shoe sponsor. It's for a shoe company.
Wow. Yeah.
Not the
was-
same one. It doesn't
I
relate
was-
at all. But it's a really good video. And how did Mastroni get that gig?
I was on
Very
the
surprised to
last-
see that. Yeah, but held it down.
They made him change his camera up too. Like his colors are way different. I think.
He probably
and,
didn't
like,
get to edit it.
Oh, maybe not.
no
And they
idea
like
about that.
they either cropped his fisheye or made him zoom in because there's no like big netting on it.
If he didn't do that, he's probably pissed. But that's interesting.
I could see Nike making you.
I was surprised that he got that gig, but I was also like, well,
That's cool.
There's
He's
only
like,
a handful of people in BMX that would really be able to kill that job on the level that like Navaz does. So I think he held it down really
yeah, he's
good.
definitely one of the best. In
Yeah.
that.
Shit. Nike video, yeah, though that was
Yeah.
fucking
I
crazy.
was just.
They went
surprised
to
see him
Mana
there.
the last time, and that was fucking crazy too.
Chad Curley, switch ice over ice, back over manual, switch pegs,
Pegs, over
back over
pegs,
pegs, over
over bars.
over bar. Yeah,
I like the tooth crook no footed can.
there
Oh,
you
yeah.
go. That's
It's
another
different.
one, yeah.
It's a different one.
Different. What
don't see
inspires
very
you?
often.
What inspires you? What inspires you? Everybody, what inspires you? You know what inspires me? The fact that you had sex with that fat girl. That really inspires me. That makes
Yo,
me know.
I'm gonna be here for a couple days more. You know, you should fucking.
You want me to find you a hot babe?
Not
fat
bad,
girl.
but I can't find it by myself. But we should go to some fucking party and thing.
I'm down.
And like with this guy too.
Yeah.
I went to one party only in this time
Yeah.
because it's hard for them.
Yeah, 'cause you
obviously,
can't go to a
not
bar,
being,
yeah.
not being.
Oh, you
21.
can go to a bar, but they
Yeah,
can't, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can go to a bar. My name's Justin Spreet.
Oh yeah, but
That's
like,
reason enough to not get let in the bar either. Oh, you're a vape molester. I don't know. Yeah, get out of here, Justin Spree.
3295.
But yeah, really looking forward to go party with you on the squad.
Let's go party. You come through any night this week. You know, maybe not. Well, I'm busy. You know. If you come through Friday, for sure, we'll go out.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I'll be here for next one.
Yeah, let's
and
do
you'll
it.
be here too.
Yeah.
Let's get lit. We'll get a whole
fucked
fleet
up.
of fat chicks off Tinder to come through and hang out with us. Yeah.
Yeah, I have some Tinder match, but they're not working really good.
No. If they're not fat, we're gonna be like, yo, can you do me a favor and go eat a big
Yo, cause
hoagie,
fucking
you know, get
Alec
fat.
just told me, yo, you just gotta hit them up saying, hey, you're hot. And it's not working at all.
Hey, you're hot.
Yeah.
It might be,
Shout out to Alec. But
Dude, you wouldn't
It's not
expect it,
working
but
on me.
Alec fucking murders Tinder. And he's the weirdest
Yeah,
kid
he
when you
showed.
talk to him, but murders.
I get
it.
killer FOMO listening to you guys talk about this because I don't have enough time in my day to fucking sit on Tinder enough. But sometimes I think about quitting everything else I'm doing and just spending a lot of time on Tinder.
Well, Alec is the laziest person. He doesn't do shit, so he's got tons of time.
Yeah, but I look at my messages like every 3 days. I gotta get on there. Fucking Alec, pass me off some girls on Tinder.
Jesus, he kills it on there.
Pass me some leftovers. Anyway, Fernando, I'm very glad that we got this interview done. You are a young
you very
talent
much.
on the scene. I'm glad that we were able to get it going. Hopefully, it can motivate some of the young kids out there in Germany or Spain or wherever to go out there, pursue their dreams, do some bar spins, do some grinds.
I don't do bar spins, but yeah.
Yes, you do.
some
Here and there,
grinds.
you do.
Yeah, some when I have to.
When you have to.
I still haven't filmed one bar spin for this video.
Really?
I
Well, that might
really
be good.
have to.
Kids always be like, no bar spins in the comments.
Yep.
It's always a comment. You could be that guy.
Maybe.
There you go. Well, hey, thank you very much to Sauce and the Common Crew for
Thank you and
co-hosting.
Sauce.
Common Crew for
Really
life.
excited.
Fernando, shout out to the Chow Crew. Bruno
Follow-
should come do the podcast
Follow
sometime.
fucking Chauko on Instagram. Follow me, Sauce. You. I guess they already
Don't follow
following
me.
you.
No.
The common days, most importantly.
At the Common Days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Shout out to Travis Hughes, the vape lord over there in the corner. And yeah, TCU TV, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Tune in. Shout out to our sponsor, Miller Lite.
Lit.
Litty. All right.
It's being lit.
It's been Litty. Peace.
Just because I know you're going to leave this party for a second.
He's right. Yo, it's so funny how many. Yo, that's not funny that you say that because like the dude I just interviewed like just started saying stuff that was like off the record like, immediately as soon as I finished. I'm like, what are you doing? I gotta leave like 10 seconds in there.